Right, let's get going. Right, we're off. Everyone hear me okay? Everything, the sound coming through okay? Not sure. Let's have a quick look. Everything's working here. I've got no one here beside me to have a quick check, see if it's all going. So I'm assuming everything's working okay. If anyone could just write in the box just to let me know. No one can see my mouse. All right, well, not a chatty lot this morning. Right, so let's get going then. YouTube is sharing your screen, right? Okay, well, I'm sure that's fine. I can hear you. Great, thanks, Andy. Is my screen sharing the big screen? I've got three screens, though. I'm not sure which one I'm actually sharing at the moment. Can you see my mouse running? No. All good, right? Great, thank you. Right, let's get kicked off. So I put some ideas out this morning, as you know, on Slack, and we'll just do a quick review of those, and then we'll kind of get going. Some of the things that we've been doing this morning, I shorted gold up from the daily highs, but didn't put that in the public room, so you won't be aware of that happening. But what we're looking for here is 15-minute bar reversal on the FTSE. We've come down to the pivot as always. You can see here the pivot on the FTSE. We had those front runners here into this soft tissue here on the FTSE, and that seems to have gone fine. So that's good. Let's just have a look at the DAX. Now, what we did with the DAX, I put the signals in the room. So let's just zoom out for the DAX. Right, well, the DAX, as you can see, is negative for a daily trader point of view. But what you can actually see here, if we go into the 1 hour, is it? That when we get these impulsive long tests, we do get buys coming into this market. Although we are going against the trend, we prefer some fractal trades going down. In fact, we had some fractal trades this morning under Camarilla breakout short. There was one here, and one here that would have been in the process of working, but obviously we didn't do that because we're looking at the market. All markets have behaviors, so what we're looking at is the same behavior to be hit here. So we put in the Slack room. I think I'll just check. Did I put in the room? Yes, I did. Yeah. So, that was a futures trade that we can get into. The DAX. Yeah. So yeah, putting a rise trade in. Market keeps buying the dips, and we put the trade in here for an auto 18100 buy, and that's what's playing out just at the moment here. So the market, will the market hold? We don't know. We've risked 0.5% only. You can see how the market's come down into the 2-day lows. When the market comes down into these, it has historically bounced up. Now, there's nothing in the way for economic news to stop this market having a bit of a relief rally. You can see people have been buying the 2-day lows, and we've got this rejection pin, these rejection pins here. So will it hold? Not really sure. We wanted the market to come down. I was going to do walk in the dog trades coming down here, but decided just to put a rise trade in and let the market come down, for when it does come back and rise, we could get clicked in and we can get a bit of some cheeky pips out of the DAX. Nothing fantastic to trade. All the trading was out the trap this morning, coming down, but we'll try and make the best of it we can. But as always, it's never too late to get into a good trade. So that is a trade set up about at the moment, just 0.5% risk, and we're going into CBOS. Right, so the other one I did was a potential futures trade. Don't often do this, but as you know, with the S&P, we're looking at a futures trade here, and the market is already up over 1%. We're coming up for our 2% target, and we're coming into a double tap reversal here. I'm just going to get my electronic brain wherever it is. So we're kind of coming up for 2% here. Did anyone in the I guess Andy's in my trading community. So did anyone trade? Did you trade the 2%, the futures market here at all, Andy? Anyone? No. So what we've got here, you can just see a bit of, on the 15-minute, we've got a bit of a double tap reversal here at the micro level, but we are day traders, so we trade 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, and it'd be nice to get 2% out of this market. Been a bit pedantic looking at this market to hit 12 and give us 2%. You didn't trade it today, right? Well, I've not looked in the Slack room to see what people actually did, so I'm gonna take that for 1.9%. So we're going to take 1.9% there. It's all about taking money out of the market this morning, not necessarily being too eloquent. We are looking for this gap to close this afternoon, of course, and rather than look for the breakout, we're not going to concentrate on futures markets. But what we are going to do is take as much money out of the market as we can. So 1.9% there. Let's have a go into gold. So we're in gold from, let me zoom back out. Right, okay, here we are in gold. What we're looking for here is to try and manage the gold up into 68.1 Fibol, which is a retrace, if I can get my tool working, a retrace of this level here. Yeah, this overall move coming down, we're looking for a bounce and a move back up. So what we do have, you can see at the market here, I'm very bullish on gold. We've got a cooling of the market. We've got interest rates being reduced in the UK, ECB, etc. And it's only a matter of time, I think, maybe August, maybe September, that America's follow suit, lowering interest rates, cooling off. People will come into the safe haven currencies like gold and potentially silver, of course. What I'm looking for here is the market to, tongue-in-cheek, everyone in my trading room knows that I've got a monthly fib of 25.76 to head for. That is some contracts that we're looking at. But also, there we are, there's a forecast. 26th of September, we're looking at 25.97 targets, 25.97. We have a Fibo extension that I'm looking for on a monthly basis of 25.72, and looking at the market potentially hitting 3,000 at Christmas time. But in the day trading world, we are looking to see what we can do here. So that is the swing trade here, 1% on the swing trade, and we've got another 1%. I'm not sure. So for the people who like to trade here, so you can see quite clearly why I put this on. This isn't a fractal trade, it's a 15-minute bar reversal. So I saw this coming up, put the order in, and it's been clicked up. There's another click in there as well. There's another 15-minute bar, which is a little bit lower that people could have got into. But what we're doing here, we're kind of heading up, and we're looking on this occasion, the day trade, we're looking for a 1-to-1, and I'm quite confident with that one. We'll put some alerts in at 23.34 to see if we're going to get a triple or quadruple tap into here. So of course this week is the big week. It's options not options expiry, it's EOQ, end of quarter. Big trading time in my room. We trade from the Australian market for a nice big sell-off. If we can get hold of that for end of quarter, that's where the market sells off into it's actually a Friday as well, so that is really good. So lots of options will expire, and trades will expire that are based on weekly, monthly and quarterly, all different instruments. And what happens into the close, we generally see profit taken, the market falling away, and we call it EOQ, end of quarter. So we'll be trading that in the Australian market early doors. We'll be looking at short squeezes happening on Friday. Watch out for that. Market's being pumped on a Friday, only to be dropped into the close. We'll be trading this live on Friday as well with the FTSE, so in my trading room, so that is something exciting to look at. And then there's the DAX and the Dow expiries that work particularly well at 9 o'clock, 9:30 on the evening. So we're kind of making a few rupees on gold. So that was gold and DAX. We're looking at the FTSE, and just for this afternoon, a heads up for people. Put the DAX on, sorry. So you can see how the market here has had another triple tap here. So it was quite prudent to take our profits into that level. Can you see there on the futures markets? This is one of the only indexes that works particularly well on the futures markets. So it's, you still can trade, have a really nice trade, and there is a closing gap. So there is a closing gap that will more than likely get closed today, 8 pips. The average true range today, ATR, is 6.2, so it qualifies for an ATR trade on the open this afternoon. So if you're looking for closing the gap, there's a nice closing the gap setting up there. The Dow, of course, we do every single day. And when I was looking at this morning, the Dow was quite high. Now this is interesting. We've got the closing gap here. Yesterday's closing gap. The market didn't close the gap here, as you know. So we've got a hole in the market below Camarilla breakout short. The close is actually here in the futures markets. So what we're really looking for this afternoon on this, let's put it out to the 4 hour, you can quite clearly see market is bullish, quite clear. What we'd like to be able to see is for this market to run an ATR, just check the ATR on the Dow, 104 pips. I'd like to see this market, well, the strategy is 30% ATR away from the close, and we will trade that to close it. It's a very high probability trade when it trades. So we've gone more than a week, couple of weeks on the bounce, winning every single day. It's very high probability trade. So kind of 104 pips away. So we want to mark here. If the market comes down to here, then we're getting towards a trade setup, and we are going with the trend. We're going with the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the 15-minute 200 EMA trend. So the force is definitely with you, and that will be a very high probability gap trade for a cheeky 1% at 2:30 today. So watch out for this level. Market alert it, 104 pips away from the close. and you want to be putting that trade on a couple of minutes before the market opens, because you do not want to miss out on an impulsive wave move, especially when the market has sprung loaded back like this. If it gets to the 104, you're above all the EMAs that you require to be as far as exponential moving average, as far as momentum's concerned. The market is bullish, and we're looking to trade that this afternoon. I'm looking to do the FTSE. I was hoping to get FTSE trade off today in this room rather than come to the room with a fait accompli saying everything's great, trust me. That's no good. So let's zoom out on the FTSE. Now, this will be a high probability 15-minute bar reversal. I'll just get rid of these colors, make it a little bit, and get rid of the alert here. We've got gold really pulling off. We're up 0.5% now on gold. Just pull this screen across. You can see gold here now really flying. So that's nice. Right, zoom out onto the 4 hour. Quite clearly see we are trading bullish. We've got two closing gaps, one on the 17th, one on the 18th. We've got Camarella breakout long here. Interesting. It's right, Camarella breakout short, sorry. So if you are waiting for the perfect storm, then a long trade here would be an absolute perfect storm. Whether that happens or not in today's time frame is questionable. What we'd really like to see is this market to stay up around these areas and just chop sideways all the way through into Friday, and then when the market unleashes fire and brimstone into the close and the market comes off, we can get a really nice trade. But in the meantime, we are looking for this market to come off. There is a divvy trade on Wednesday as well, but we won't be doing the divvy. The divvy, it's only going to move, you're only going to get about 5x paid out on Wednesday on the divvy. So it's not really worth doing that. We only look when we get a 10 pip payout, an X10 on the markets. But the people will be going for the divvy, even though it's small. Lots of people go for the small divvy, and that might push the market up tomorrow. So let's get into the detail a bit more. Zoom down to 4 hours. You can see the 4 hour and the 1 hour. So it doesn't get any better than this, really. The perfect storm market sprung up, completely oversold on the daily 4 hour, and coming down into here. If the market does come down here, what a lovely trade that might be. I'm not sure it's going to stay there. I'm not sure it's going to come down. I would expect the market to come down to here on Friday. Absolutely. I'm not going to say take it to the bank, and we're not going to say that. But if the market can stay up high, then I expect this to come tramping down to 8,002, and that should give you a really good run and a few rupees into your pocket. For the people who are trading gold, you want to have a look at the moment. Got an alert set at 23.34. The market's just come all the way up to 23.34, and we're getting a little bit of a reversal of that. That was only 0.5%, so we won't bother in trading that. We're already in. We'll leave that one to run. So into the 15-minute. So just to give people an example, let's we don't want to do any hindsight trading. So you can see here market. I'll just turn these fractals off underneath. Right. See the market. These are all Fibonacci candles, of course. When the market comes down into some consolidation here, and the market is very bullish, and you can see it starts getting bought up. If we move along a bit more, So watch the market come back down into this area and see the action pull off again. And there's the action pulling off again. We are into 15 minutes. So what we're looking for is a 15-minute bar reversal, high probability trade. I don't want to take that one, of course, because it's 5:15, but you can see the 15-minute bar break of here under the swing low would not have got stopped out, and it would have actually completed on the 25th this morning. But a pullback. This is another pullback. Again, you wouldn't have took this. This is out of cash hours. Just showing you about the 15-minute bar. There's a 15-minute bar there. There's an okay 15-minute bar. That's your one-to-one. This is the risk. That is the reward. Nice trade on futures market. This is a better 15-minute bar. The reason this is a better 15-minute bar is because not only is all the momentum with you, you are now trading them above the 9 EMA. And when the 9 crosses that 26, all bets are off. This market is going to rocket. And it took off. So we've now broken this level. You can see the market came down into the close, into this what I call it the baby blues. Hesitated, and then the bears really have come in. Now on the 15-minute, you've got to be patient. As I say, all the time, we've got the 5 points. I'm going to do a series of videos on this because people's attention on the YouTube is pretty small, isn't it? So probably do 3 videos to cover the strategy, the discipline, consistency, patience, and passion. Those are the things that every successful trader needs. I'll call it the 5 keys, the 5 habits, and maybe do a snapshot of 2 or 3 minutes for each video, explaining exactly what I mean. And hopefully, I'll get that out this week. Series of 3 videos. So patience. We're just looking at. We know our strategy. It's going to be a 15-minute bar reversal. We've got to have the discipline to watch it. Believe in our strategy. We know it works. We know it works very well. Between 75, 85% of the time, all the time. So really good. So what we're looking for ideally is it to come off a key level. Daily pivot's a nice key level. 200 EMA, that's a nice key level. But we've got to be disciplined. We've got to wait. We've got to be consistent in the way we apply it. And patience always pays in trading. Got to be patient. It's one of the main things that people fail in, is not being patient and not getting in touch with the emotions or letting the emotions run wild. For a day trader, your emotions are this bar, nothing else. That is one of the ones. You have chosen your strategy, got that off the shelf, your spanner out your tool bag. You've got to wait for the trade, and nearly everything we do, this 9 EMA, I can't emphasize enough how important the 9 EMA is for a day trader. Really, really good. So long as you are trading under the 9 EMA, with Aikanashi, the market is bearish. As soon as the market starts to turn, then the first confirmation of a 15-minute bar, of course, is a 15-minute bar. It's come off some key levels, so there's a tick. That's great. You can be aggressive and take a 15-minute bar run, or you can wait for the market to confirm the momentum is actually getting going, which is the Aikanashi bar, ideally with a flat bottom. In other words, you can see the market has opened here, and there's no sellers in the market whatsoever. The price has been accepted, and boom, it goes up and then closes above the 9 EMA. As soon as that happens, for me, having the discipline, having the strategy, having the patience and the wherewithal, you smash that button on a 1-to-1. And here we're now waiting. We've got an indecision bar on the Aikanashi here. I know if you're a candle trader, we have all sorts of names, don't you? 3 soldiers, 3 crows, spinning tops, dojis. No such thing on Aikanashi, really. There's only 3 candles. There's either a positive candle, a negative candle, or an indecision candle. So long as you can understand those 3 and how to read those 3, and the shape of the candle. That's all you need to know. No fancy patterns, we're just not necessary. So we are waiting here. We've got to be patient, and we've got 1 minute left on this bar. Are we going to have a indecisive positive bar? Let's see. We can see here on the unbalanced volume, might not be able to see that because I don't know why, but I can't get the streaming window at here. You can see me in the bottom right hand corner. You cannot see what I'm looking at. I don't know how to move that window. I'll have to get some advice on that, but there we go. There you can see here, unbalanced volume here. You can see we have been trading on balance negatively. The market has just given us a change that on balance, the buyers are starting to come into the market. So we need to be aware of that. I can actually get great forward projection candles, and with the unbalanced volume indication that the market is starting to come up, then that's good. Renko blocks are still red, but at some point the market has got to turn. Right, so just looking at a different screen and looking how Germany's getting on. We're up 50 odd pips on the DAX now. Anyone trade the DAX with me? Did anyone get in? I put the DAX back up. We're waiting for this, 21 seconds. And let's put the DAX up and show you where we are with the DAX. So what am I talking about? I was looking at, oh, right, sorry, I'm looking at a different thing I'm trading. Sorry. Right. It's just some different assets that I trade, shares and things. So we're just looking at the pip counts on those. So what we're looking at here, the DAX, again, you can trade a 15-minute bar against the trend, but what you would need, and it's just appearing as I speak, would be, the trend is certainly a friend. You can trade against the trend once you know how to use once you know how to use the stuff that we do. Oh, cool, Kevin, great. You can trade against the trend, but if you're going to use a 15-minute bar, you've got to couple it with key area, 2-day low, key area. We know on the hour that we do got consolidation here, reversals into here, reversals from here. So humans are traders, are creatures of habit. So if the markets come down here before, there won't be just us looking at this to get a little nice little run out here. So hence we did the rise trade. If you want to do a 15-minute bar, it's kind of looking a little bit rich, that 15-minute bar, but that 15-minute flat bottom, that's a really good indication that the market is on its way. Now, I have to pull this out again, so because people can't see what I'm looking at here. If I can just pull this out. There we go. Market's coming. The Renko blocks have gone a bit daft. Hang on a second. We'll reset that screen. That's it. Why aren't I able to pull this out? Come on. It seems that every time we go live, well, I'll pull that across so you can see. There's a one where it's going to cut. There we go. It's woken up. So there we go. You can see the unbalanced volume has now pulled to the top side as well. All that effort just to put this back in its place. Right. Don't know why that wouldn't move, but there we go. So we've got the what I've got here is the things that most people will look at, which will be the normal candles. We always have that set to 5 minutes to just have a look. You can see here quite clearly the Renko blocks are really positive with 39 pips up now. We're coming up to, we going against the trend, so risking 0.5% of the account. 24 pip stop. So we're coming up towards a full 1% for 0.5% risk. The flat bottom is the beautiful candle. Everybody who I can actually trade on a 15-minute, as soon as you see a flat bottom, people start salivating. Well, I do anyway, trading. The flat bottom indicates the market has totally accepted the opening price. If you're negative and it moves away, if you're positive, it's green and moves to the top side. Flat bottom bars normally come in numbers greater than 1. You do get flat bottoms now and again, but it's quite rare. So when you see a flat bottom icon, actually, you have a very good chance that the market is going to follow with a second, maybe a third, and so on and so forth. So we've got this flat bottom forming here. We are trading above the 9 EMA. Very strong chance it's going to open up with another flat bottom, and that is fantastic. Got a closing gap up here, too close. Hasn't been closed, it's a hole in the market. If the market breaks this 2-day high, which is known as the extreme gap, well, the daily high's got extreme gaps here. Sorry, extreme gaps here, the daily high, and the close is here. So what we are looking at here, if the market breaks out of here, well, we'll have the pivot traders pushing for the pivot, and then buyers pushing for the buy and into this close. But what we're looking for here is to get a cheeky 119 pips out of this, which, what is 119? I've not done the calculation on that. Divided by 24 equals 4.9% divided by 2 is 2.48%. We've already made 1.9%, of course, on the futures market. Officially, obviously made a lot more than that this morning with the fractal trading, but futures on the US 500, and we're a full getting towards 1% on here. Now, because we have a flat bottom, what we want to do with this is make it completely risk-free now, and we are going against the trend. So we want to manage our risk, manage our expectations. So we're going to move our stop. So if we fail, we win a pip. If we win a lot more. Now, because you got this flat bottom, we could go into a shorter time frame. We need to have a 15-minute bar finished first. What time have we got? We've got 9 minutes left. So we've got lots of time. Two things we can do. We can do some combo trading. One of them is a 15-minute bar followed by a 5-minute fractal. So 15-minute bar giving you the indication that the inertia and the direction of the market has changed. So then you can go into the smaller time frames. But again, you are trading against a trend. So you've got to be very careful trading against a trend. It doesn't mean to say you can't do it. The markets always have to turn. And there is that hiatus between the market bottoming out and then coming back into a trend. There's an awful lot of pips, especially on the DAX. There's an awful lot of pips that you can miss out on. So we've got to wait for the 15-minute bar to finish, and then what you could do is you could take some fractals. And when you're taking the fractals, of course, the perfect fractal would be taking a trade above the 5-minute 200 EMA and the fractal break. If you want to be super aggressive, then you can take a fractal break so long as you are trading above the 9 EMA at the same time. But we're just going to let this play out. If you want to be super aggressive, using the IKM trades, it's the kind of magic trades, this now qualifies for the IKM, so which is trading above the 200 EMA on a 1-minute fracker, which would be a breakout. Of course, a breakout here, that would be the first trade. If you were super aggressive, what you really want to do, if you're doing this IKM 1 minute, is find out the previous resistance band level, roughly here. Then what you would ideally like to see is the market to come back into here into this consolidation level, and then take a fractal breakout of there. You can continue it through, but ideally a pullback would be really, really nice. So we'll just let the market play it out at the moment, and let's see what we've got. What else? Gold. Gold. Yes, gold's moving still. Expect gold to make a bit more of more of a swifter move when the American market opens this morning. You normally get some impulsive move. Northern European, absolutely no appetite for gold at all, as you can see in a 15-minute area. We've got that consolidation now. We've broken out that consolidation, and we're looking for this to be broken out of this level, these levels here. But again, patience pays. We're just going to be very patient and see what we get. We've got the swing trade in place, so we've got double bubble trades here. What we can do, and I think we will do, is we will move this smaller trade on stop to even. So we've got a completely free trade now, and we're waiting for this to push up through this resistance level, a bit of a soft resistance level here. Once the market breaks these levels, which is just above, I believe, the 200 EMA on the 4 hour. So you can see the 200 EMA on the 4 hour, 23.33 area. As soon as we can get our neck above that, then that will bring in a lot more day traders and buyers into the market. So that should get us on our way up towards the 61.8% retrace. But again, we'll just let this make its move and carry through. FTSE, oops, that's another FTSE move. Let's get this. I'm just trading from Spain today rather than the UK, so get the Spanish setup with the different screens that I use. Right, so you can see here we're getting some 15-minute bars, quite weak. Both of them quite weak. The DAX is moving off quite nicely. We've got 4 minutes for the second 15-minute bar. We've got gold in the money at the moment, DAX in the money at the moment. It's quite nice. It'd be nice to get the FTSE trade, and I think we will get a FTSE trade off as well. So I've been working on, we've got the share session this afternoon as well, and I'm doing a session on a Magnificent Seven this afternoon. How to trade the Magnificent Seven very, very in a nice way, if you will. Nvidia's coming up for a potential setup, and we're going to be using unbalanced volume ATRs and the likes of ATRs. We'll talk about that this afternoon. So this is going to be the setup that I want my traders who are in this afternoon to set up. We'll use a normal Storch 1555 and OBVs and the ATR, and we will have my auto screeners all put in there. In fact, let's go and use some screeners. Let's go and use the algos to find the trades for us. This is a swing trade we've got in, and it's running its way through at the moment. And yeah, it's battling away for this resistance line. This was yesterday's discussions on using SAR setups. So this is a SAR stop and reverse setup here. So that's the stop and reverse setup on a 4 hour, stops above the swing high, and we're letting this market pull its way through. Fractals, right, okay. I think I can now do the analysis in our fractal box. Tools that we are using started on the 20th of May. We're now on the 25th of June, so it's kind of one month, because we took a week off trading here. And these are the bot tools, and we're running. I've got one open bot tool at the moment, and on a 4-week cycle, it looks like we're running about 12% bank per month every month. Would be the forecast. So 12% bank per month, you're probably looking at about what would that be? 12% bank a month. I don't know in the head. Nearly 200% compounded a year using these tools. So yeah, the fractals. I'll do the analysis. The stats at the moment is the bots are winning 77% of the time, which is quite nice. And I'll do the analysis and put it in the Slack room, and then we'll start a new monthly sheet. In fact, what I think I'll do, I'll run this to Friday, and we can start a cyclic June, July, August, September. And we're running up to last year. We used these tools. In August, we made 22% in 1 month using those tools, and there's when the fractal bot's winning now. Right, let's just we've got 67 different auto screeners here to tell us what to find the trades for us. I'm an absolute firm believer. Don't go searching for trades. Use technology to find the trades for you. So we have all sorts of different screeners here. It's a kind of magic. That's telling you all the different opportunities. You can see how fast it worked. Found 5 opportunities instantaneously to trade long. So if you hit that, where's the pound? There it is. It immediately sticks the chart up to the exact time frame and tells you to get this trade going. So it's a kind of magic consolidation box mark. It needed to come back into the box. Yes, it did. Then it needed a 1 minute fracker. There's the 1 minute fracker. And that's the NAS. Doesn't matter, the NAS. We are futures market on the NAS. So it would be a break here. Stop under the swing high there, and that would be your 1-to-1. If you're crazy enough to be in the 1 minute time frames, you can't do what I'm doing. Run a trading room and then try and talk about it. This is absolute scalping at its at its finest, I would say. USD Japani, again, it's done exactly the same. Market has come back into a consolidation. There is the break. The break is there. There's the break. Stop is under here, and you are looking to trade that long. Ideally, if you're scalping into the last swing high on a 1 minute, and USD Japani, as you know, I'm long on USD Japani. There is another fractal break here on the swing low here, and I guess we could do that live. Why not? So let's measure this, do this live. We've got to be quite quick because it's moving, market's moving. Oh, that's a very small spread. We're not going to, I wouldn't bother with that. We'd have to use a larger swing low for that, I think. That's just getting too wide. I'll leave that alone. The market's not moving good enough, really. Let's have a look, see how that looks on a 15-minute. Well, on the 5th, let's zoom right out. Start with the helicopter view. You know the market's long. We're into some crazy highs. Down to a 1 hour. See the market, we've had the market coming off. Just a bit of a relief. Into the 15-minute. Yeah, we've got some consolidation here, and we are trading above all the EMAs required. You can see all these rejection pins. The market is really waiting for news by the look of it. It's really waiting for news, and the only news today that we've actually got that's going to move anything would be housing price index at 5 to about 2 o'clock, really. And then we've got Fed speech. Nothing really. It's pretty lackluster. As traders, we need to have volume to make money. As you can see, the average true range is just dropping off. It was 8 per 15 minutes, and now it's 5. Low volume, no good. We don't be trading low volume. We want to be walking by. What we can do is put an alert on the top of this fractal here to see if we get a fractal breakout. That will attract people to buy. And if the volume does pick up, then we probably could get involved in that. That's some decent, you can see a decent volume up here. That was 23, with half the volume of yesterday's trading. So that's no good. Right, let's get into, and let's have a look at what's spring loaded. So we call this a dip along. What we're looking for is a market that's positive and the market has pulled back, so we can actually attempt to go along, or look at the opportunity to go along would be better. So we can look at euro pound. Oh, yes, that's selected right into some resistance at the bottom here. It's not on my trade plan to trade today, so I'm not going to trade it because nothing is set up just at the moment. Crude is in the plan, and you can see quite clearly crude is long. It's pulled right back. Let's just have a little look. Right, our targets have already been hit. Looks like a poor target identification, really, doesn't it? Since the market came right up into the daily resistance and blew past, but we've got the target. So we're looking at $86 a barrel, really, aren't we, on this? That's the next strike target, really. But let's move. Is there anything we can pick up on the impulsive moves? This is that's the American market open. Let's just have a little look at where the expansion took us to. Did it take us into the 100 quite easily? Yes, it did. 138% expansion on that. So what we're looking for is a bottom. We can do a forecast on that. We're completely overcooked here. Let's just go into the 15 minutes. Is it something that I want to try? Well, you can see it's come down into the previous resistances, previous consolidation. Always a good sign. That may well attract some buyers. And we won't use a 15-minute bar. You can quite clearly see at these levels. Obviously, that 15-minute bar worked. That 15-minute bar did not. You got stopped out. We have pulled down into consolidation, so we could either use a 15-minute bar on this, a 15-minute fracker. Either one would do. I prefer a fractal, but we've come back down into here. So what I would do here is stick an alert at the top of that flat top. Yeah, in case we get a reversal, then we can join the party going up here. If we can get the market coming down a bit further into this consolidation, let's have another look at that as well and see where we go from there. I'm just looking, is there anything that we are interested in? The Swiss Japan. It's all a bit lackluster. What about the short side on the hour time frames? That's just the opposite to what we just looked at. Let's have a look at everything that's overbought or oversold on a 1 hour. Right. So, got a few things there that we are interested, of course. We've got the FTSE, and we're looking for this 15-minute bar reversal here. We're still waiting for that. Let's have a quick look at what that's looking like on the 15-minute. So you can see here, indecision candles. You don't trade indecision candles, followed by, that's a bull indecision, that's a bear indecision. So really, we're just waiting. The market really doesn't want to go too much lower, and it's not finding any buyers. So that's something that we should be interested in. Wall Street, well, we could do a Wall Street continuing to come all the way down, ready to trade the open. I'm just looking at kind of cruising around, seeing what setups they are. And that's a share trade, it's Ryanair. Well, what can we look at? What can we look at? Let's have a look at 4-hour overbought. So this is what we're looking at here. Is I'll just select anyone, let's select cable. What we're looking at here is this looking for markets that match two things. We're looking for the market to be overbought, which is this filter, and ideally we're looking for the market to be completely overstretched on a 4-hour and be negative. You can see at the moment we've got cable right on the cusp here. Let's just see if we can find one. So this is something, a nice little perfect storm trade. If this is any trading plan, pound Kiwi, you can see here we're completely overbought into a negative market. We have got the market. Where's it gone? Get this back. There we go. We've got a series of high lows. Nothing really to write home about. What higher? Sorry, we've got lower highs, higher lows that have now converted to lower lows. We don't normally trade this. We don't like things that have got over 3 pips spread, and this is got a 5 pip spread at the moment. But you know, that's negative. Oh, sorry. I have alarms going off for all my system trades, and this is the BBO. We'll have a look at the BBO and how to trade the BBO. We'll do that live. We've got 5 minutes yet, so we'll look at that in the next couple of minutes. Here's one meets the criteria. Pound odd. The market has come up and let's put a 1, 2, 3. A stop and reverse 4-hour trade. Going short. Euro USD. That's done exactly the same. It's put in the market is for a day trader. The market is short at the moment, and it's overcooked on the 4-hour. As far as the euro is concerned, in the Richter scale, it's at 3.43. So the strength is, this is out of 9, 3.4 to 9, and the US dollar is 6.4 out of 9. In other words, the dollar is 3 times stronger than the euro. And what you'll see, the Dixie will be this opposite pattern. Dollar basket. So that should be a green candle. There it is, green candle. Another little tip. If you are trading Euro USD or you're trading cable, then really you need to see what the dollar basket is doing, because its major constituent parts, 57% of them, are actually against the euro. So whatever the dollar basket is doing, the euro will go in the opposite direction, and to a great extent the cable will follow suit. So there is a Euro USD trade there. There is a 1, 2, 3 stop and reverse signal there. The trade would be, if you want to take this, would be under the stop would be here. That would be a 1% trade. I wonder if this comes up on the frackers. Let's just have a quick look, and then we'll go straight into the BBO. No, it's not come up on the fracker screener just yet. No, it hasn't. Right, let's go to the BBO screen. We'll set the BBO up for doing. We know we have bots to do the BBO, but we can have a look at how to do that manually. BBO, where's the BBO? BBO strategy. Quite clearly see BBO clearly negative for the DAX and positive for the NASDAQ, but watch out because we are trading under the signal here. We've already hit the DAX targets. That's from yesterday. Get rid of those. So what I would do for people trading the BBO today at 5:30 is I would move from a 1 day time frame to a 4-day, just to give a little look, and you can quite clearly see it is negative. Quite clearly it's negative. Maybe, in fact, what I think I would do, right, okay, I would walk on by for the officially for the trade on the NASDAQ on that BBO. It is not clear which direction the NASDAQ is going to run. And to a degree, it all depends on what's happening in these Magnificent Seven this afternoon, because they take up the major parts of the NASDAQ in tech stocks. I rather suspect it's going to be long. I'm going to put an alarm on the BBO so people who know this. I would stick an alert, get an alert button, put the alert button, and select the ADMA to alert on a crossover of the 20 on a 1 hour time frame. And when that happens, if that happens, it will give you a heads up on what's going on. Right, get to the DAX, because we're long on the DAX, and the DAX is actually short. As you know, we are trading against the trend. So we're in the 1 hour, into the 15-minute. As you can see, I mentioned before, flat bottoms, flat tops, nearly always come in pairs or more. So that was the one we were talking about. This is the second one while we've been trading live, and we've got a third one starting here. Now, the BBO is clearly short. In other words, we want to go short on this market. So we need to manage our risk. We are up nearly 1% here, 0.5% risk at 24 pips. So we've already made 1.9% on the US 500. Be nice to stick another 1% into that. So let's have a look. Let's get into the detail into 5 minutes. Let's see how this market, indeed the market is starting to have a little roll. Right, they are. So I was going to take you through how to set it up. Flipping robots beating me to it. So the setup is a break of this bar here going down. That is the setup for the BBO. I think what we'll do here is we will not walk our stop up behind these fractals. So we want these to hold. Unbalanced volume is still running up, as you can see. Unbalanced volume is still, the eyes to the bull are still to the top side, and we are trading with the 9 EMA. We are negative, and we know we're negative because the market is trading below the 204-hour EMA. So as a day trader, that's what we use as our guidance for where is the trend and how do we apply the strategy and how do we apply the risk. So let's go into 15-minute. Again, what do we want to do? Do we want to walk the dog on the stop? I know there's a few people that are trading this. So I think what I will do, let's move this up to, what should we move this up to? 24 pips. We'll lock in a full 1-to-1. So if we lose, we get a 1-to-1, and we'll see how far this market can take us. We could use a 5-minute to do this. Now, this is a time when you kind of probably want to concentrate on the one asset if you're trying to squeeze as many rupees out of the market as possible. as many pips, I should say, out of the market as possible. We do have a BBO trade. That is the bot that's trading, and what it's doing is looking for a break in the market below the swing low of the market here, and it's putting it. We usually put in a 30 pip stop plus an extra pip. The robot is actually doing this for us, so we don't have to. If you're manually doing it, then you'd want to capture the swept 1 hour volume from 10 to 11, and you would copy this and your trade, as you can see, would be a break here, targeting down into here. As you can see quite clearly, it targets down into here. The bot favors the risk reward, and now that's the trade there. Now we've got to this point of time in the day, 11 o'clock, where the DAX can have a move. The impulsive moves generally stop around about 11ish, and that was 10:50, finish at 10:55, so 5 minutes. So it looks like we're probably coming down, and do I want to take those extra rupees? Not really. I'm quite happy with 1-to-1 risk reward. Then we can walk away and do the trade. The interesting thing about this, guys, is we can do a 15-minute bar as well, because it's going with the trend. So the market was going up, market flat bottoms going up, 2 flat bottoms, as you see, as a pair. We've now got a 1-to-1 lock-in. Perfect. That's what we want. If the market goes against us, we win 1-to-1 risk reward. Perfect. And if we get a 50, we've just took 24 pips 1-to-1 on that, on the DAX. So that now takes us to just over 2%, 2.125% for the morning. Very nice. We've now got a short that is valid until 4:30. The bot will automatically take it off if it's not there. It'll automatically take profits, and it will automatically move stops and manage the risk for you. But if you want to do a 15-minute bar, which is absolutely valid, then it's a 15. When you get a 15-minute bar reversal here, then you should be looking at taking that. Zoom right out again, and let's have a look what the market's done before. You can see the market's done a low test here. Market did run up quite high, so the impulsive move has been pretty damn weak, and you can see here it's flatlined, isn't it? The market is down and flatlined. Nothing really to write home about. Renko blocks are red. We are trying to squeeze against the trend. We got a strategy. We applied the strategy. We squeezed against the trend. We got a 1-to-1. The trend is clearly down. It looks like we've got no real big move. We've got it's 53 minutes into the first bar. But what we'd like to have seen is a flat bottom on here on the 1 hour. So what I would do now here is just keep a watching brief on this. What I mean by that is I'd look for a 15-minute bar reversal. That's our short trade. That's on for the rest of the day. We want to see this market progress up a little bit, or a 15-minute bar reversal. So what I mean by that is we've got a negative market's coming up, puts a 15-minute bar in like this. You take a break of the 15-minute bar, stop over the swing high, the spread +1, and you get the reversal trade. Like this, early doors this morning, out of the trap, boom, market came right down for an easy 1%. I didn't trade that, so I'm not saying I made any money on that, because I clearly did not. I didn't trade it. We've got a gap up here. I wouldn't have took a 15-minute bar spike down when there's a closing gap. But yeah, 50. If you are a 15-minute bar trader, you apply it. And you apply it just because you need the discipline. You've got your strategy, you've got your discipline, you've got to be consistent. You've got to be patient for your setup, of course. You've got to have the passion to trade it. And when everything sets up, you just smash the button. I've got an alert going off. Just show you the alert. Gold. Let's go and have a look at gold. It's triggering high. Let's have a look at gold. Keep an eye on the 15-minute bar for here, guys, because that is valid. That is valid, and you can see we've broken the first level of resistance on a 1 hour. This is the second level of resistance for the 1 hour. Got quite a bit of headroom to go down there, and we've got the robot already making the assessment that this market's down anyway. So the trend is your friend. The trend from 15 minutes all the way through 4 hours is absolutely negative. And as soon as we get a 15-minute bar, we'll break the 9 EMA, all bets are off. This market will come down. It's not a matter of will it come down, it's when. If it breaks that 9 EMA on a red bar, it'll just come off. Gold. Right, so that's our alert for breaking up on gold. And we're 3/4 of the way there on gold for making another 1% bank, which is nice. If you want to be a bit hesitant on that, then you could move this up to plus 4 pips, 4.5 pips, if you wish, like so, in case we do get a reversal there. We're already in a swing trade anyway. Let's move this to roughly 4. That's good enough, 4.5 pips. So if the market fails, we win another 0.5%. That would take us to 2.6% for the morning. Not bad. We look at our traders again, if we can, 2% a week. And yeah, that would take your bank to 160% a year. So what we're doing now is not uncommon. It's just what we trade these things every day, and sometimes we make a loss, sometimes we do really, really well, and we record everything. In fact, I've got the recordings up here. There's a fractal box results. So here we are. I'll just show people what we do. I'm not sure who's actually in the room watching, but there's the so in the morning sessions I type in things like this. This is exactly what we're going to do, and I post those in the morning, as you can see, all the different things that we're doing. So I post these at 6:30 in the morning, saying what we're going to trade, how we're going to trade it, and then once we've got underway at 8 o'clock and traded, we then trade against the plan. This is the plan, and we record whether we won, whether we lost, and if we didn't trade it, it's not coloured. If it's traded and we won, it's green. If we lost, obviously it's red. If it's still in play, then it's blue. So for that day, we made 3.8%, made 5%, 3%, lost half, lost 2, made 8.8, made 5% for the day, made 10% for the day, made 10% for the day, just about broke even, a little bit better, 4%, 1%, 8%, 4%, 5%, 6%, 4%, 8%, 18 for that day. What day was that? Yeah, that's first of the month. We have a lot of scrap. We do a lot of trades for first of the month, and we do particularly well at 5%, 4%. Yeah, it just go on and on and on. Those are the records that we keep, and all these are, of course, traded. Everything we do is recorded live, I guess, just like this is. If I show you the OneDrive where we keep these in, which are recorded levels, we've been going since 2019, just picking them at random. These are all the years. These are all the months. And these are all the recordings of every trade that we do. And then that is a manifestation of the results. So we can back every single thing up that we do. So if we win, it's good. If we fail, we die in our sword. But they're all learning points as well, because you can't win all the time. It doesn't work that way. All you can do is have a strategy that wins most of the time and be very disciplined in using it, and it will prevail. You just need to keep you need to be patient. Patience is the absolute key. And if you're patient, then and disciplined, and keep your emotions intact, it's a matter of just playing the strategies out. So yeah. So anyway, that's what we do in our members trading room that I have. If you're interested in that, give us a shout. Quite happy to take you around the room and show you what we do on a one-to-one basis. See if it's something that you're interested in. Well, remember, we also have started a members YouTuber thing. That isn't a very good expression, a YouTuber's thing. Can I show this? HARKO Day Trading. Can I put this up? Just try to share this on the screen. That's obviously the website. Where is it? There. I need to turn this off so it gets sick of hearing my voice and then stop it. So this is about YouTube, supporting the channel. A few different things you can do. You can join, get access to lots of videos that are not on YouTube yet, and get priority in the comments. If you are a YouTube member, then you can then tell me what you want to look and see. I am going to put in recorded how-to lessons and trade reviews. And if you are in the 49 euros a month, you get everything that the other two get. Plus you get member-only live streams. So there'll be a stream like this, but only for members on YouTube. And you also get a 20% discount on all products, including memberships as well. So just want to mention that, get that off. If you're interested, go and have a little look. Will that keep that dying? Right. So we're coming up towards a nice 1% here. That hopefully will play out, and we'll get a few more rupees on that as well. So that would be nice if that works. That will take us to exactly 3.5% on that. That'll take us to 3.1% for the morning, which would be very nice indeed if that comes off. So we're just waiting for a little push up. We've got just over 7 pips, and we want 9. We're just 2 pips away from that. We could squeeze that a little bit with regard to risk management. So we could squeeze that to, where are we now, 7 pips. I could squeeze that to 6, I guess. Lock-in point 666. We've got the swing trade running as well, of course. So we're put this into 6. Can we get this into 6, do you think? Yes, I think we can, yes. That will do. IG is not allowing that to happen. Good old broker IG. Always tries to squeeze you. Have to nudge it because it doesn't like me putting it in one go, which is that's its limit. It's allowed. Oh, we're obviously going up a little bit as well, so it's allowing us. That's 599. It's enough 6. That's at 0.66. So we put 0.66. So 2.6 plus 0.66. So it's 3.12%. That's okay. We can't lose. Obviously, we're not going to look at the swing trade because that is the swing trade. So, what else? That's it, really. Let's have a look at that FTSE. See if we can get a FTSE trade on before I go. FTSE trade. Let's have a look at that FTSE trade. Oh, we have got a flat bottom starting. Nothing too exciting, I suppose. We're still hanging around this daily pivot level. Still hanging around these pivots. If you don't use pivots and you're flying blind in the market, everyone should be using pivots. Right. Well, I think we've done about an hour now and probably lost everybody. But 6.9, yeah. So we can't lose on gold. The worst we can do is make 0.66% if we lose, or we can make a full 1%. Either way, we can't lose. Quick look at DAX, and then I think so 15-minute bar, guys. Should keep an eye out 15-minute bar. We've probably got another 15 to 30 minutes before that forms, but that would be a nice 15-minute bar reversal. DAX. We're putting indecision candle in here, but the market, the forces with us still be trading above the 9 EMA in a negative market. So it's just a matter of letting that one play out. We've made our money going against the trend, and that's good. Right, well, I'm going to leave it, and because I'll end up sitting here all day trading. So it's been a very slow trading day, but we made over 3% this morning. We've got the US 500 if you want to trade that, to look at doing a bit of a gap trade on that. The market, we traded that one up into these levels, made a 1.9% out of that. So we're looking at potential gap trade on the US 500. I put it in there. You'll see the proper pivots. Right, there we go. So, this is something that we sent out early doors this morning to trade this before it happened, and we took the profits into here. Nice gap trade, potential there, and the down needs to develop further to get a gap trade out of there. We want the market to come down into 39,300 area and close this gap. It's closed in the futures market, but that doesn't count, of course. Right, well, I'm going to go, and thanks for coming on, and I will go and get a bite to eat, I think, and I'll see you guys, if any of you are there from the room, on the shares session this afternoon. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.